Welcome to Beacon High School online video. Topic for today is matter. Matter. Matter is anything that has mass and it occupies space. All substances we know are made up of matter. Now, how this matter is made up of? Matter is made up of atom. Atoms are the building blocks of matter. They are the smallest unit of which matter is made up. Now let us take one example of wall. Wall is made of brick. So brick is the building block of wall. These atoms, when combined together, they form the larger units called molecules. Now same molecules or different molecules, when combined together, they form a substance or the matter. Matter exists in three states: solid, liquid and gas. Solids have a definite size and definite shape. It has a definite volume. But liquid, they have only the definite volume but they doesn't have the definite shape and size. They take the shape of the container in which they are poured. Gas have neither definite shape nor volume. They take the shape of the container which is available to them. Molecules are arranged in different ways in different states of matter, and the space between the molecules of a substance are called intermolecular space. The intermolecular space is the least in solid, more in liquid and most in gases. Depending on the intermolecular space, the three states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gaseous, show different characteristics. Solid, liquid and gaseous in our food. We eat different kinds of solids like biscuits, banana, apple, rice, wheat. Salt and sugar are also solids which can be made to flow easily. They form a normal part of our diet. We consume many different kinds of liquids such as milk, juice, tea, coffee, and yes, even gas. Soda and all aerated drink contains carbon dioxide gas, which you can see as a bubbles in the bottle. Different solids have different properties. Solids can be classified on the basis of their heaviness, hardness, strength, elasticity, and plasticity. Some solids are strong while some are weak. Let us know about the heaviness of material. Heaviness of material depends upon the density of material. Now, what is density of material? Density of material tells about how tightly packed the matter is. For example, ball of iron is more heavier than the roll of cotton because the density of iron is more than the cotton. In ball of iron, the matter is tightly packed, whereas in roll of cotton, the matter is loosely packed. We can take one more example of stone and crumpled paper. A stone is heavier than a piece of crumpled paper of the same size. This is because the density of a stone is more than that of a piece of paper. Like solids, liquids too have a density. Water has more density than oil. If we try to mix oil and water, you will see that oil floats on water. Next property is hardness of a solid. If a solid can be scratched or break easily, it means it is hard. And we know that diamond is the hardest known solid. Whereas in nature, talc from which talcum powder is made is the softest solid. So knowing about the properties of solid help us to use them in better ways. For example, we know that concrete is strong, so it is best used for building purposes. On the other hand, cotton is soft, so it is used to make fabric. Strength of solid can be checked by applying force. Let us do an activity. Take a piece of chalk, apply a little force and it breaks easily. Now, take a pencil, apply the same force on it, it does not break. You need to hit it stronger to break it. Now, take a rod. You cannot break it even if you hit it very hard. it needs plenty of force to break the iron rod. So iron is stronger than wood and wood is stronger than chalk. If a solid cannot be broken easily, on applying force on it, it is strong. Let us study about the elasticity and plasticity of solid. Different solids behave differently when stretched or squeezed. Some get permanently changed in shape, some regain their original shape soon after the applied forces are removed. You can make any shape out of clay dough by applying force like squeezing, stretching and pressing on it. Now this changed shape will not again return to its original shape. So this property, due to which material is unable to regain its original shape on its own on removing the forces applied, is called plasticity. Do not confuse plasticity with the material plastic that we commonly use. Plasticity and plastic is different. Elasticity. Those materials that quickly regain their original shape once applied forces are removed are called elastic, and this property is called elasticity. A rubber band is elastic. When we stretch it, it is showing the property of elasticity. Once we remove the applied force, it will again regain its original shape. Expansion and contraction. Substances like metals, they expand on heating and they contract on cooling. Iron, aluminium and gold are examples of metals. When these metals they are heated, they allow heat to pass through them. This is why cooking utensils are made of metals. On heating, the particles of metal they start vibrating, they start moving rapidly and they required more space for movement, and this leads to expansion. On heating, the volume of the metal increases and that is expansion. Whereas on cooling, the movement of the particles it slow down and this led to contraction of the metal. So when we cool it, the volume decreases and that is contraction. So heating a substance make it expand while cooling makes it contract. Let us take more examples of contraction and expansion. Now first example is why railway tracks have a gap between the lengths of a rail. Answer to this is that railway tracks are made of iron and iron is a metal. So during summer the iron expand due to heat and it fill the gap between the lengths of a rail. In winter it again come back to its position due to contraction. If the gap is not left in between, then the rails will bend more and cause derailing of the trains leading to accident. Second example is electrical cables. In summer, electrical cables seem to sag or they make loops due to expansion, while in winter they seem to become tight again with no sag between the poles due to contraction. So today we have studied the different properties of solid like hardness, heaviness, strength of the solid, contraction and expansion.